What is good, everyone? It's me, ya boy. And we in the dark. Why? Because it's spooky season, and, you know, just because it's spooky season doesn't mean we wasn't going to do some surreacts. Now, I've been waiting for this specific trailer for quite some time now, and it was looking like it was never going to happen, because, you know, I don't know. I don't know if, I think it's Sony that owns the product, or whatever, whoever's working on this movie. Yes, I'm excited for a movie and I don't know who's making it. Sue me. This is the trailer for Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. Now, if you know anything about me, it's that I love Resident Evil, okay? I love Resident Evil, and this is the movie to reboot the entire series, you know, from those old ones that everybody hates. And we're gonna be getting into the first and second games territory. Now, you know, we've had some screenshots in the past of the characters and stuff like that. There are some definite, like, you know, new directions with the character design and stuff like that. Not that I mind, but a lot of people, you know, to be on Twitter just straight angry and shit like that. But enough about them. I've also heard from some critiques about the trailer so far, but, you know, even though the movie's like a month away, these are still just trailers at the end of the day. Movie ain't complete, and even if it is like this, I have a theory as to why it is the way it is. So, without further ado, I'm gonna shut the hell up, and we do be matching though. Alright, we are gonna get into the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City trailer. If you can't tell already, I'm so excited. Alright, exclusive to movie theaters. There's Claire.
Every story has a beginning. Discover the origin of evil.
Umbrella.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
That's supposed to be Chris.
We need to expose Umbrella.
So I've heard she's doing like a more journalistic role, but, you know, I don't hate it.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town. You see, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick.
That was Leon. Ooh.
You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
Is that, I forgot this dude's name. So it looks like it's really Redfield heavy, so Chris and Claire's storylines are real important this time around.
Shall we go?
Honestly, at first I was like, hey, him as Leon, but honestly, he could pull it off.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
On who? Oh yeah, the classic mansion from the first game. Jeez.
What the?
The zombies. This music though, itchy, tasty. It's like that. Oh.
We gotta get out of here.
The zombie dogs.
We're gonna take Umbrella down.
Oh, what the hell is that? The liquors! They look much better than they did in the original movies. Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. November 24th, exclusively in movie theaters. I don't know how I feel about that with the whole pandemic, but whatever. I'm gonna go see it. Alright. Now we got the trailer out the way. First of all, it looks great. I get what I already see what people are complaining about. The CGI, and obviously the character redesigns, and probably some new, you know, some implementations in the story. Now, what people gotta remember is this. Resident Evil 1 and 2 came out in a time where, like, honestly, yeah, they had good storylines, you know, back in the day, but, like, you know, compare it to, like, how stories are written now for movies and video games and stuff. Everything's much more in-depth now. There's a lot of plot holes in the old Resident Evil lore from the old games. Why? Because, I mean, they didn't plan ahead. They didn't think they'd be, like, 8 games in, you know what I'm saying? So these are made to kind of, you know, it's obviously now this is a more modern take on the whole thing, which is great. I think it needs that. I don't really want a lot of the same things to happen. I know a lot of people, that's what they prefer. They want to see the same old shit rehashed. Listen, if they did that, I would have been okay with it too. But seeing a more matured out, more thought out version of the story is great to me. I think that it needs that, you know? And then, you know, with the remakes to the whole series, like, you know, remake for RE2, RE3, and apparently RE4, like, things in the story have been changed to essentially fit into other parts in the storyline. So, like for example, in RE3 remake, things about RE4 are already mentioned in there. So, you know, like, it's sort of that same process where it's like, okay, we already know where the series is at now. You know, let's kind of make the past fit in with the present, so to speak. I think it looks great. I know people were complaining about the CGI, but remember, this is still a trailer. They still have some time to fix that. And even if they don't, I think what they're going for is this old school B-movie type scenario. My friend Jero, one of my good friends, shout out to him, we discussed Resident Evil and stuff like that, because we talked extensively about that when we used to work together, and even now. Like, Resident Evil has always been this B-type movie type video game where it's like dramatic, you know, over-the-top characters with one-liners, you know, and monsters, you know, like, it's made to feel like those cheesy old-school horror movies. That's kind of the point. Now, Resident Evil in the games is getting a little more mature with its storytelling. You could tell through Village that, you know, that's what it was doing, you know, and so I think this movie is trying to cater to that, the vibe that, you know, the old school games had. I mean, come on, look at the original trailer or the little opening scene for Resident Evil 1. If that doesn't scream B-movie plot line, like, I don't know what does. I think people, the nostalgia is definitely, like, messing with people's heads and thinking, you know, making them think that, you know, it has to be this way. Oh, Leon's not blonde or blah, blah, blah. Listen, that doesn't really matter. You know, like, he's not blonde. As long as he plays the character the same, it doesn't matter. You know, this is, you know, he's, if you really sit there and think about it, he looks like your generic kind of like what an American was sort of seen to look like back then. So is Chris, you know, he's the buffed up dude. Leon's the more like scrawnier kind of, you know, like, they all fit a certain characteristic. Now it's, you know, made to kind of fit more of a modern day telling. That's what it is. And I'm all for it. I'm excited for it. I don't care if the CGI is bad. It's not bad. I feel like this is a stylistic choice, and even if it's not, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You know, if little things like that, you know, get your panties in a twist, well, then, I mean, it's your loss. It's your loss. I think this movie's gonna be good, and even if it's not, well, I'm gonna go see it because it's Resident Evil, and if it's bad, then I'll shit on it, and if it's good, then let's just see how it pans out before we start complaining, shall we? All right, y'all. So that was it. That was the reaction to Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. I'm excited for it. Hopefully it does super well and they can continue with the series. I would love to see a movie that follows like 4 and 5, or, you know, like, I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So anyways, if you enjoyed what you saw, or you have opinions and stuff, if I bothered you with the fact that I like it, let me know in the comments down below. And no, it's not meant to attack you. It's just that, you know, a lot of the critiques I'm hearing are real nitpicky. You know, you gotta remember, not everything translates well from a video game to a movie, especially the old Resident Evil games. So, anyways, again, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Smash like if you enjoyed. If you didn't like it, well, smash dislike. I don't care. And I'll see you all in the next one. Stay sane, play games, and above all else, remember, somebody loves you.